According to the NPP, members of the Tertiary Education Students Confederacy Network of the party were collating the results that will be presented as evidence in court to contest the results declared by the Electoral Commissioner when suddenly about 50 armed soldiers and police personnel invaded the residence.
It was around 7:15 when somebody shouted that there was a raid. So we were all in the 2 rooms, 3 or 4 rooms, basically entering data, which are the polling station information to gather evidence as to how the elections went. So literally we saw a squadron of maybe close to 50 soldiers and police people who came in yelling at all of us to lie on the floor for some reason or the other. So all of these young people, maybe about 50 of them, had to be lying on the floor. I came through and came out to meet with them and asked, after a point, that why were they here? And that whether they had a warrant or something to be around this place. They indicated that the Adamu, I think was the guy's name, DSP Adamu, indicated that they had information that there was ammunition or arms in this place and that they had come therefore to do a search. So I asked for a warrant, which he didn't have, and I said, well, we know we don't have that, but letting young Ghanaians lie on the floor with no clear evidence of any wrongdoing was indecent, and people should not treat Ghanaians like that. We were prepared to send them, to accompany them to go from room to room for them to see whether there was anything here. And we went from room to room, and there were just the normal computers and papers that we were entering in. So I think it was quite a standoff, and quite ashamed at what they had done. We lost a few papers, and we are going to take an inventory of that, which was the evidence that we needed for the work that we're doing. But truly, it's just pretty uncharacteristically Ghanaian, and it's really a sad day to see all these young professionals brimming with enthusiasm to be made to lie down on the floor for no reason at all.
Don't bring tension down by sending armed men to raid an office where people are peacefully going about their work, just doing their mathematics. Nobody here was manufacturing bombs. Nobody here was assembling any weapons. If they had wanted to come to see if any weapons were here, all they had to do was to come quietly with a warrant, and they would have been shown around. Instead, they come invading the place, throwing people around, ordering them to lie down on the floor at danger of death, and to do what? Well, the next plan is to turn around to the government and tell to the government, if you are not afraid of what we will produce in court, then leave the matters alone.
When the news team got to the scene, the armed military personnel refused us to film, subsequently seized our cameras and manhandled the cameraman.
We were asked to come and take shot of a house close to the embassy of Burkina Faso. I got there to take a shot, and then the security men with weapons rushed over me and seized the camera. I tried to protect the camera. In the course of struggling, my shirt was torn apart, as you can see behind me.
Efforts to reach the police command to respond to the matter proved futile. Some victims of the incident shared the ordeal they went through.
I was just here working. Is it wrong for me to belong to a party? No. Freedom of association. And I choose which party I belong to. What was I doing? Just working for my party. My party has been cheated, and I'm working for my party. Just that I was working, and they were here with armed guns, as if we are armed robbers, as if we are criminals. In my own country, in Ghana.
We were doing our data work, and all of a sudden we just heard cracking of the weapons. Then they just shouted, "Everybody out, out, out." Then because of panic, we didn't know what to do, so we were all scattering. Then they said this is not what they want, so we should all come out, and we were on the floor. So one stepped on my tummy.
This is the aftermath of the 2012 general election. The NPP is yet to concede defeat. The results that they are trying to collate to use as evidence in court to back their claims, according to them, are being tampered with by security personnel. Nabil Ahmed Rufai reporting for ETV News.
Sorry. Abuja.